The hip it to the hip, hip, hop it, you don't stop. The rocket to the bang, bang. Boogie say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Mo. We back at you with another video. That's right. It is 10:01 p.m. October 1st. We're going to talk a little bit of UFC Vegas 38. A little bit of Walker Santos. A little fight don't go to the decision. Letting you know up front. But yeah, here to go through deep dive each fight on the card. Got my notes here. I'll go a little deeper on some than I will others. But after we go through details, we will go through kind of where I see the best spots are in each fight to bet if I was to bet it. I do not have any individual bets out right now. The only one I have is the parlay that I put out on the Bellator prediction video last night. I went live late, did a video, put out a parlay, 4-legger on the Bellator card that cashed. Then I added Hernandez and Rosa that made it plus 224. So we're waiting on 2 fighters tomorrow to cash on a decent ticket. And fuck is this? Oh, that's better. So will we add more? I'm a degenerate. Of course I will add more. But not going to lie, unless we talk it out together tonight, I don't just see just a whole bunch of honey holes that I'm going to attack. But let's not just wait too long. Let's get in it. Because 2 thumbs up. Like I said, like my man Ray Jackson just says, hit that thumbs up if you enjoy this type of content. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. We did the Bellator 237 main card. It's over 9K views right now. Thanks each and every one of y'all that has taken the time to come rock with your boy. First fight on the card. Let's go full screen on you. That's Bellator. Let's go to the UFC. First fight on the card. We got Alejandro Perez versus Johnny. I'm either 41 or 42 Errado. We have the favorite is Perez. Best I see him at is minus 225. Johnny, either 41, 43-year-old, is the best. The comeback on him is plus 210. Also, another thing I started last week, I'm going to explain what these numbers mean. I know a lot of people talk about the numbers, and I'm sure that they are very intelligent people and they know what it means. But I know a lot of people out there are new to betting, or even if they don't, if you break it down in a percent way, the way the bookie is thinking, it makes it a little bit easier to know if, hey, is this a fight that I should bet on, or is this a fight that I should just put my feet up and relax? And we're going to go through that as well. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and mark that page. All right, so this one don't really have a whole lot to say. You know what I mean? It's is the line a little too wide for Perez? Yes, I do believe it is. We have Johnny coming in, very, very dangerous in the first round. First 3-4 minutes, very good striker, has Muay Thai tattooed across his stomach. I mean, he can strike. I think he was the head striking coach for Jose Aldo. Monster, right? But he's older, and he's an older 135-pounder. So at some point, skills will start to disappear. Even though I'm not the highest on Perez, I think he has a decent chin. Even if he loses the first round, I could see him coming, doing his thing, and winning round 2 and 3. And I wasn't going to go over the odds and stuff, but we will. I don't know why I was trying to make it complicated. I do know why, but because I didn't want to have to flip back and forth in the handy-dandy notebook. Oh, also, guys, if you do not have a book to bet on, or you want another book to bet on, go to mybookie.ag. That's the book that your boy uses. And, real fair lines, good props on UFC, good totals, a lot of fights. They set the lines at 1.5, because some books set them, you have multiple choices, or they pick one or the other. They set good totals, good book, easy to get your money. Mybookie.ag. Use code MO100. That's capital M, capital O 100. Max you can deposit is $1,000, but they will match it. So go ahead and use that code, match your deposit, come in there, and let's make some bets. You can also use Bitcoin. The pick's going to be Perez, but minus 225. Let's talk about what minus 225 means. I don't have to mark these pages. So what does minus 225 mean? And actually, the best line I see. Let's see. Did it move? Yes, shit. Hey, let me refresh this. Did it move since I wrote this down? Damn, it has. And I wrote this down before I went on there. Now the best line is minus 225 that you can get for Perez. And what that means is that's the bookie telling you that, look, I'm going to say that, if you can tell I'm stalling because I have to get something out. What was it? 225. That's the bookie saying, there's a 69.23% chance that Perez is going to win. That Perez will win. That's damn near 70. You can't round up on the 0.2. Will round down. 69% chance Perez is going to win. We have plus 210 for Johnny. That's the bookie saying 32% chance that Johnny's going to win. Now, with Johnny being the 43-year-old man, do I think that that's lined probably about right now that I'm thinking about it, talking out in my head? Especially if you get it around that 210 mark. Yeah, probably so. He probably wins probably 7 out of 10 times. That's what the bookie's saying. If they fought 10 times, Perez is winning 7 out of the 10 times. Johnny's going to catch that knockout 3 of the 7 times. Now, let's say we're betting this. Can Johnny get the early knockout? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. But if you're playing a decent-sized parlay, because honestly, you have to be real careful on this card with parlays. There's 3 or 4 pieces that you might be able to squeeze together and be confident, and that's what we are here for. That's what I'm here for. I've decided I'm not betting every fight like I used to, that I'm actually in the game to make money. So if that means I have to sit out some fights, then by golly, then I'll just have to sit out a couple fights. But if I'm making a 5-6 fighter, 4-5-6 fighter parlay, is Perez a piece of it? Yeah, I do think he wins. So think he can go in a decent sized parlay. Also, Perez by decision plus 255. Let's see if that's still the same. Perez by decision, best 255. So I think if he wins, that's how he probably wins. So there you go. If you're on the Johnny side, Johnny by KO would be the way to go. Didn't mean to rhyme. It's just that time. KO TKO plus 550. So I would say pass on the plus 210. So I don't see him winning the decision. Go ahead and lock up that plus 550 and call it a day. So that's the first fight on the card. It took a little longer than expected. We got UBC in the building. Perez fight don't go to the decision minus 150 seems like the only bet I like here. Any thoughts? Man, it can. I don't trust Perez to be able to turn it up to finish somebody. So that's why I was saying maybe money line Perez in a parlay, 2-fighter parlay, something like that. But it's hard for me to pick a way he gets it finished. But you are right in the sense of fight don't go to decision, minus 150. That covers both ends. If Perez catches him, if Johnny does his thing in the first, good looking out, UBC. That's right, buddy. Good job. Next up on the fight card, we got we'll roll through a couple of these a little faster. We got Stephanie Egger. Let's see. Now we'll flip back over here. Let's see what our notes shall say. I don't think I took any. Oh, yeah, I did. That's right. We do our due diligence over here, people. All right, Edgar. Doesn't really. Okay, first things first. Tall, lanky, horrible striking, a judoka, good grappler. Threw Gabby Garcia over her head. That's on YouTube. You can go check that out. Very slick grappler. So these are the notes I have on her. Doesn't check leg kicks often. Likes to walk forward, throw some shots in your face to get close enough to body lock you and secure outside trip or inside trip or drag you down however she can. Once on top, she gets in half guard, side control, finds her way to mount. And I'm writing this live, so it's like she got the takedown. She went to half guard, so I wrote it. And then I went, okay. Then she went to side control, so I said, okay, call my side control. Then she went straight to mount, so I said, okay, well, she finds her way to mount. Boom. If she mounts you, she's riding you like Luke Perry. You know what I mean? She's gonna mount you, make you go 3/4, make you choose. Do you want to give me mount? Do you want to give me your back? One of those very slick transitions, long legs, good body triangle, jab, front kicks if striking on outside. Shanna Young, college wrestler, packing heat in the cheek department. I did write that down. She's got a set of cheeks on her. Fires straight punches, comes through, and these aren't technical punches. She comes through, blitzes, jabs, crosses, and does kind of like the women's MMA punching thing. Good level changes against the cage. She gets you across that black line. She will level change, try to press you up against the cage, try to finish that double leg. Good strikes right back into wrestling. So she'll level change, wrestle you. She can't get you down. She'll back out, throw some strikes, go right back into wrestling. Good head positioning, very nice inside trip herself. So this, before I heard a couple things and then watched a little bit more tape, I was slightly leaning Shanna Young. But I heard somebody, there's very few people that I kind of trust in the game that their knowledge when they say they have inside sources, all that stuff, right? So, but Cody Saftig, shout out to Saf. He came out and said that he has an inside source that he said Shanna Young did not train like an MMA fighter for this camp. Now, if you go look at her IG, they said that she looks fairly good in shape, but is she in MMA ready shape? So if that's in a fight that I was already questioning kind of who was going to win, and then the more I think about it, I was like, all right, Mo, let's think about it. So if Edgar can throw Garcia, if Garcia is pressuring her, and in the fights that I saw her, when she's on you like stink on shit. Shanna Young doesn't stand at range and box you. She boxes you, blitzes forward, and gets close. And what did I write down that Edgar wants to do? She wants to strike to get close. She's going to dig underhooks. She's the judo practitioner. Young is a wrestler. Double legs, ankle picks, all that kind of shit. Got it. But if Shanna comes crash in the pocket, trying to press her against the cage, Edgar wants that, right? Like, Tracy Cortez is not the best wrestler, but I think she has better wrestling technique than Shanna Young. Shanna Young's not, even though she was a collegiate wrestler, she didn't have just the super best technique. I mean, she got fucking tapped out by Alpar. I mean, what are we talking about here? So I think at some point Shanna's going to be able to get double unders, get an outside trip, or find her way to Shanna's back, and she's going to end up choking her out. That's how I truly see it going. Because once it hits the ground or once the grappling engages, grappling is different than wrestling. Wrestling is in the open mat against the cage, level changes, chain grappling, body locks to single legs to double legs. That's how I'm not going to see it that way. I'm going to see Shanna Young trying to press her against the cage, and with that, she's going to be able to use that women's MMA type technique, and Edgar's going to be able to get a judo throw, find a back, something like that. So the pick, okay, and let's check these lines. These lines right now, we got Shanna Young coming in, the dog, best line you can find on her, plus 125. We got Edgar coming in the favorite. The best line you can find on her is minus 130. So I think the line flipped. Yeah, Edgar started the dog plus 110, and Young started out minus 130. So, yeah, the line flipped. Maybe some people figured out about that. She's not training, but money line. Okay, so let's figure out how to bet this. All right, so how do we bet this? Edgar's just straight up money line. I'm not mad at the money line, but what do the money lines mean? Minus 130 means that the bookie is telling you they think 56% of the time Edgar's going to win this fight. So they fight 10 times. She wins in between 5 and 6 times. Shanna Young plus 125, 44.44%. Borderline 45. We'll count that as 44 though. So we'll round down. I just think Young is a pass. I see a couple people are on her, and good luck to them. I do not have a bet on Edgar. I will not have a bet on Edgar. But Edgar by submission is plus 600. Let's check to see if that's still there. Edgar by submission, best line you can find is plus 600. I could see it happening. Or if Young wins, if you're trying to get a little crazy, I think she wins by decision, by pressure, holding her against the cage. That best line plus 210. So if you're on the Young side, I'm not mad at you. This is a low-level women's MMA fight. Anything can happen. So if you're on the Young side, I would go that plus 210. Me personally, I'm on the Edgar side. I think she will find the way to get it to the ground, or if she does get on the ground, that jiu-jitsu will come into play. She will find a sweep, find some kind of transition to the back, and get a rear naked choke. If Sarah Alpar can do it, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think Edgar can do it. You know what I mean? There you go. Plus 600 for a sub when two low-level women's. Hey, exactly, UBE. Exactly, my thoughts exactly. You like what I like. So, next up on the fight card, we got Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Gaetano Pirello. We got Andrade the favorite, minus 250 is the best you can find him. Pirello the comeback, plus 235. Don't have any notes on these on. Okay, I have a couple notes on Pirello. I don't need to read them because I remember what they are. Dude's just a vicious striker. Violence, comes forward. Big elbows in the clinch. Let's see. Big elbows in the clinch. Doesn't mind mixing it up in the grappling section, but refers to stand and bang. Going through the Bellator notes. End up going 8 out of 12 on there. Okay, big leg kicks. Good with that tie plum. Big knees, big elbows up close. Throws to hurt you. Loves to exchange. Loves to get in that war. Then we got Andrade. Kind of same thing. You know what I mean? Like, and the weigh-ins. Silva's not as small as I thought he was going to be, so that helps me with my pick a little bit more. I think Pirello's dangerous early. He's going to bring that heat. We have Andrade. He's going to bring the heat too. Brings them bombs. Pretty powerful dude. Had one fight, I believe, at 145, coming back down to 135. I think the thing in his back pocket is he does have grappling that he can go to, even though his control time is not the best. I think that he can secure takedowns and he can stack up a couple body lock outside trips whenever Pirello tries to close the gap, get that tie plum. I think that Andrade can get a couple takedowns and make it spicy. This one right here, a little harder to bet. Andrade, I think, should win. But Pirello could upset your night. Apple pie shitter. It could be a faux show. Let's see how we feel about what we put. All right, on this one, Andrade minus 250. That is a 71.4% chance the bookies are saying Douglas wins. If you're on the side of Pirello and you think he's going to outright win, and it's 29%, me personally, I think that's probably lined about right. I put for Douglas deep parlay piece, so kind of the same thing with Perez. If you're making a 4 or 5 fighter parlay, I'd say he is a piece of it. But if you're trying to put together a winning parlay where you're like, let me set it and forget it, he's not part of it, because that 30%, 29.8 rounds up to 30. So that 30% chance, it's a little risky with the money if we're trying to just place out bets. Now, one thing I do like, now I'm sitting here thinking about it, I do like Douglas by decision. Probably if he wins, maybe he drops round 1, wins round 2, 3, even though he does slow down. I think he can get the takedowns. Let's see. Andrade by decision plus 175. I don't like it. But what I was thinking, I don't think that Pirello is going to just come out and smoke Andrade. And then if he don't, I don't think that Andrade is going to smoke him. That over 2.5, I'm not mad about it. I do kind of think it goes to decision minus 121. Maybe that might be the play if you're trying to get some action on this fight and you can't really figure out. Because I don't think Pirello's that good, but I don't think Andrade is going to come out and finish. Andrade goes to decision a lot. So Andrade deep parlay piece and that over 2.5 minus 121, or hell, that over 1.5 minus 220. Lock that in a parlay. I can see that cashing a faux show. But yes, sir. Next up on the fight card, we got Devonte Smith coming in, the favorite, best you can find him, minus 145. Jamie Mullarkey, the comeback, the best you can find, plus 135. This one right here, let's go to the notes, but is a pretty close fight, man. It really is. Let's see. All right. Mullarkey. Notes for Mullarkey. First things first, I didn't put this on there, but it is the truth. He blocks shots with his dome piece. So instead of like putting his hands up, he doesn't really move his head off center line, and he blocks them with his face. So, but he also catches kicks for takedown and tries to do it pretty consistently. He has wrestling in his back pocket, sweeps off the bottom. No, he got swept by ZM. Yeah, He got a takedown on ZM. ZM swept him off the bottom. ZM's not known for his jiu-jitsu prowess. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't check leg kicks. His leg is just there to be kicked. Real heavy on his lead leg. But he has a big leg calf kick of his own. Looks to crash the pocket into the clinch. ZM was stinging him with that jab. Good jab cross. Doesn't move ahead a lot. Bounces in and out. Stays in your face. Sorry, I had to hit the blunt. Stays in your face. ZM took him down. So, I mean, that wasn't a good look. Sometimes Russ's transitions on the ground, so he can get a takedown, but he doesn't have the best top control. Will chain grapple. I did like that. Like if he goes body lock, can't get it, will drop to a single, double, try to clasp his hands together as grip, look to get secure the bag, aka the takedown. In third round, Mullarkey pushed the wrestling pace in his last fight that I watched. I don't remember which one it was. But the big thing with him is he bounces a lot, but he doesn't bounce left to right. Like he's bouncing in the same up and down area. He's not trying to get his head offline. Like, you know, some people get their head offline, slip uppercuts. Like that's what Robert Whiteford, when I was watching tape, he's good at that. He's good at avoiding the shot, the slipping uppercut. That's not Mullarkey's style. So with ZM also stabbing him with a lot of jabs, a lot of crosses, real fast stuff like that bothers Mullarkey. But dude is tough as nails. Smith, we wrote down, we didn't have too many notes on Smith. We know how Smith fights. Plus, where Mullarkey can win, we don't really know how good Smith's takedown defense is. He has only been shot on 3 times in the UFC, and he defended all 3 times. His jab cross is lightning fast jab, really fast, lightning fast leg kicks, low calf kicks. I think those are going to be a huge problem. In and out sets up his jab cross. So his jab cross isn't so fast because he stands there, bam, bam, jabs cross. His jab cross is so fast because he's bouncing in and out, and he times on the bounce, he chambers. On the end, like on the out bounce, he chambers. On the in bounce, he fires. So it's all in one fluid motion. He likes to work body head. Just a very, very fast dude in general, very athletic. We're going to bank on that he can stop those takedowns. Mullarkey can use some wrestling. It's just he's just not really a finisher. You know, he doesn't really finish the takedowns. And when he doesn't really hold it. The pick's going to be Smith. But this might shock you. I'm going to go Smith by decision. I think that Mullarkey's a super tough dude and might even win a round. Might even get a takedown, secure a round. But I think that Smith's going to drop Mullarkey at some point. He's going to just be hurting him. Mullarkey's just a super tough dude. So I'm going to go Smith. I'm not mad at the money line, minus 145. That's saying the bookies are saying there's a 59% chance that he's going to win. I think that that's probably about right. The comeback on Mullarkey plus 135. Bookies are saying a 42.3% chance that Mullarkey should win. Mullarkey's a very live dog at plus 135 if you're a dog hunter. But me, if I'm playing this, I'd probably just play the Smith money line, to be honest. Unless I'm trying to get fancy, then I go Smith by decision. It just seems too obvious, Smith by KO. You know what I mean? Sometimes shit just seems too obvious. Smith by KO is plus 145. I don't even like that. I mean, that's not enough. Let's see what Smith by decision is. Smith by decision plus 450. You know what I mean? Mullarkey's a tough dude. You know, I could just see it. I could see it going to decision, and Smith shocking us and looking good at least 2 to 3 rounds, if not 30-27. So if Mullarkey wins, he could clip him. And both these guys could clip each other. I mean, Mullarkey by KO, TKO's plus 380. So, but I'm going to side on the side of Smith. And once again, I'm not mad at that money line. Actually, 145. The line, yeah, it's 145. We'll see tomorrow how I feel, and I might bet that money line. And we'll talk parlays at the end. He might be a sneaky parlay piece that I'm thinking. UB's right, especially after round 1. He's live, so be sure to check that. If Smith is looking tired from stopping the grappling, then check that line. Good call, UBE. You're a straight up hitman killer, you know what I'm saying? In these streets. Let's get on to this next one. This next one we got, the easiest. I'm not even going to talk about it. It's Rosa Bethe. Rosa parlay piece minus 500. She could get Bethe out of there. Bethe's retirement fight. She's always got a fat pair of cheeks on her, but she didn't look the best in shape that I've ever seen. She probably wins a decision just because it's women's MMA, and Bethe is pretty tough. So if you want to make your odds a little bit better, if you want to looking for a straight up bet, or what I might also do is throw one of them prop parlays together. We can go through that at the end too, but not crazy. Not if you throw a prop parlay together and it's like 5 or 6 legs. I experienced that last week. I had like a 7-legger and I fucked up on one, and it was like 25-1 odds. It was something ridiculous, and I missed on one. So maybe 3-leg prop parlay. But this one right here, Rosa by decision. See, even the bookies thinking at minus 155. I wouldn't play that straight up, but maybe if you're trying to get wild in a prop parlay, I'm not mad at that. But just so you understand, minus 500. That's the bookie saying that's Rosa has a 83% chance of winning. Bethe plus 460, a 17% chance. Yeah, I think that, I hate to say it, but I think that's probably about right. Maybe a little too juiced, especially on the 590 end. But if you can get it towards minus 500, parlay that bitch up. And we're going to talk parlays here in a little bit. Next up, Casey O'Neill, Shevchenko. Let's see. I'm sure we wrote down some notes on them, even though I can speak on them. All right, we got Casey O'Neill coming in minus 205. Best line you can find her at. The older Shevchenko, best line you can find her, the comeback plus 195. So let's see. Notes on Casey O'Neill. Good grappler. Loves to press against the cage and do work. When striking, has a nice long jab, nice long 1-2 or a nice jab with the cross behind it. Doesn't use a lot of head movement. So that is something that I noticed, because if you fight somebody that throws straight punches like Shevchenko and you don't have head movement, you can get caught by hooks, but especially if you do not move your head off the center line, straight punches will light your ass up. Let's see here. I didn't finish this sentence. Whenever Casey gets opponent next to cage, I meant to put she shoots for a takedown, but I didn't finish it. Good ground and pound, good rear naked choke. Used to come out in her earlier fights just firing straight punches, just doing the quintessential beautiful word for an Arkansan. Quintessential coming out, balls to the wall, straight punches. If on back, looks to throw up subs from bottom. But she does get hit a lot. But what I do like about her, she does tend to walk forward, to grapple, to grab, to pull down. Shevchenko, didn't write a whole bunch of notes about her. And this is why, because I could only watch a little bit of tape because fucking Valentina yelling every single damn time she lands a shot is the most annoying thing. It's very, very annoying. Good clinch knees, good tie knees. Chugagian caught kick for a takedown. Chugagian got tight rear naked choke, but couldn't finish. Smothers her with grappling. And then at that point, I couldn't take any more of the ha, 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 ha. It made me want to just break bricks. You know what I'm saying? It made me want to hire, go out, get my crew.
And also they're called the Peaky Blinders because they sew razor blades into the brims of their caps to use as a weapon.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, just finish the deal. It made me go crazy. So I had to turn it off. But the key to success against Shevchenko is to take her down. Do I think that's a little sketch? Yeah, I do think it's a little sketch. So with these odds right here, it is the bookie saying that at minus 205, O'Neal, 67% chance that she's going to win. Shevchenko at plus 195, a 33.9 to 34% chance. This fight goes how I think it's going to go. O'Neal's going to walk forward. Shevchenko's going to try to circle, jab, jab. When she clinches, she's going to go to that top plum. But that's going to kind of be what O'Neal wants. She's going to go double unders at that point, bring her close to her, get her against the cage, work to take her down, drag her down. Shevchenko's going to be trying to get up. At that point, it's a tale of two things that could happen. Is Shevchenko going to give Casey the chance to choke her out with a rear naked choke? She has a sick rear naked choke. Or is she just going to lay flat and let her ground and pound her, scramble, and make it to a decision? I personally think that it's more of the end up on the ground, give her back, or Casey O'Neal makes her give her back, goes 3/4 mount, whether arm triangle or rear naked choke. I just think she's going to be on her like stank on shit. But it's very sketch because the striking is a lot better for Shevchenko. Shevchenko is a very legit striker. It's just her takedown defense is abysmal, and that is a beautiful word for an Arkansan. But it's just dog shit. And it's very hard to pick somebody when they have such dog shit. There's that dyslexic again. Such dog shit takedown defense against somebody that is proven that she wants to come in and she's going to take her down and she's going to try to get that rear naked choke. So the pick is going to be O'Neal. But as far as putting her in any parlay, I would avoid it. Even a 4 or 5 legger, I would avoid it, even though it sounds pretty and it's probably going to cash and she probably you're going to be good. But I think if you play this, you sit back, you play O'Neal by sub plus 400. Or if you're on the Shevchenko side, I don't see Shevchenko really winning the decision with O'Neal being in her face the whole time. I think she does. I think she catches her. She knocks her out. They get in that clinch, and instead of O'Neal digging those underhooks, getting a takedown, that Shevchenko goes tie plumb, knees to the dome, rocks her. She backs up. Shevchenko comes forward, throws some shots, and knocks her out. And if that was to happen, Shevchenko KO TKO plus 900. So depending on what side you're on, there's your two ways to play it. Me personally, I'm probably going to stay away altogether. If that O'Neal by sub was plus 900, I would sprinkle it, but it's not. We got Big Chris in the ND. What up, brother? Hope you're doing well. But next on the fight card, we got Jared Gordon. We got Joe Solecki. This one right here, close fight. We got Solecki a minus 122. That's the bookie saying a 55% chance that Solecki's going to win. Plus 115 to come back on Gordon. That's the bookie's way of saying, yo, bro, you got a 46% chance of winning. Almost dead money. There's not really money really on one side or the other. That's crazy. That's making it a crazy percent. But I think that the line is right, but should be flipped. I think Gordon should be the minus 122. Solecki should be the plus 115. I think Gordon has very good grappling. Solecki's path to winning is to like rock Gordon, jump on him for a sub. Like that's his way of winning. He has very good BJJ, but I've seen Jim Miller come in, take Solecki down. Solecki closed his guard and allowed him to lose round one. And I think Gordon probably has better straight-up wrestling than Miller. Does Miller have better grappling, better jiu-jitsu than Gordon? Yes. But better wrestling than Gordon? No. Only thing about Gordon, he does get sloppy sometimes. He leaves his chin up. His only 4 losses are all by KO TKO. And Solecki only has 1 KO TKO. Solecki hits hard, comes forward. Let's see what the notes we have. So Gordon, let's see. Gordon likes the front kick, good takedowns, uses kicks from range, boxing in close, good straight down the middle into an arm triangle with the takedown. Yeah, no. So it was pretty sick. So he's standing there banging out. He throws across down the middle, right? He throws across down the middle, barely clips him, but he goes boom and immediately snatches up an arm triangle, locks up, and drags dude to the ground. It was very, very slick. While in clinch, very good dirty boxing, good top pressure, good ground and pound, likes half guard, slowly walks forward, plots forward, but that can be bad for him too. He got rocked a couple times by Joaquim Silva by plotting, walking forward, thinking he's a badass, and got popped a couple times for his troubles, which he ended up losing that fight by knockout. Silva hurt him bad. End of round 1, almost finished him. Open to the body. Silva got good level change, takedown in multiple cases. Doesn't have a lot of head movement. The later the fight goes, the sloppier he gets. He will stand in the pocket and bang. So decent to, we'll say, bit in between average to above average striking, but wrestling is where he thrives. Now let's go see what we wrote about Solecki. Solecki, good feints, good jab, throws hard in combos, 2 or 3 punch combos, but throws hard. Good leg kicks, good body kicks, good vision, seems to see things coming. Open stance, big body kick. He seems like he will switch stances to throw that body kick. Switch stances to open the stance, then big body kick. Will shoot for double legs, but just not the best at finishing. More of a grappler, less of a wrestler. Solecki calm off his back, but wasn't trying real hard to scramble. That was in the first round when Miller took him down, controlled him for the last 2 minutes. Good at blocking head kicks. He doesn't just, when he block head kicks, he doesn't just throw one arm up. He'll actually throw 2 arms up. So that can be bad. Like if somebody throws like a head kick cross or a head kick hook, boom, he throws 2 arms up. But what's open here? A hook. So he did that a couple times. Got Miller down at 4:15 round 2 and just controlled him the whole round. So he stayed in the guard. He didn't try to transition. He didn't try to do anything. He just kept square on Miller hips. In my opinion, he was just wanting to get that round back that he had lost. Big wide lead left hook. With that is overextending. You're there to be hit. Will switch stance to open stance to throw big body kick, then switch back. I already talked about that, but I did remember that before I read it. Good at getting double underhooks and head positioning against the cage. Takes Hubbard's back with ease and slowly finds the rear naked choke. That was pretty impressive, seeing him do that against Hubbard. But the pick's going to be Gordon, guys. The pick's going to be Gordon. We got to have a couple dogs. I think Gordon is live, and to where Solecki probably has better grappling, I think that Gordon has better wrestling. I think he can end up being on top. If he finds his way on top, he'll work half guard, he'll work side control where he's not in super trouble. And Solecki showed me in round 1 of Jim Miller, he will give up a round if you get him down, and he doesn't think that he can sub you, he'll give that round up. So the pick's going to be Gordon. The pick's going to be Gordon by decision. Let's see what we put. Money line, if you're going to bet it, Gordon plus 115. We'll see how we're feeling tomorrow. If we put a bet in on that, we might put a unit on that. Or if you're feeling ballsy, Gordon by decision, I think, would be the way to bet it, plus 240. Get you a little bit of change on that. Solecki's not bad either. If you're on Solecki, you can bet the money line minus 122. That's not breaking the bank. And also in this, the over 2.5. Like, I'm not mad at the over 2.5. I don't think that Solecki, if anything this ends, I think Solecki finishes Gordon by knocking him out. But the over 2.5 minus 200, throw that in some kind of parlay, something like that. I'm not mad at that. So let's see. We got big NA in the building. The Kula. Solecki versus Gordon, the toughest fight for me to get a read on. It is a tough one. I did spend a good amount of time doing some tape study on it. Was on Gordon all week, but weigh-in scared me. Solecki looked great and bigger. There you go. Go with your gut, my brother. Yeah, I did good on Tapology last week. That probably means I'll shit the bed this week. Let's go. Next up, we got Hernandez. We got Breeden. Not a whole lot to say on this one. We will read the notes. Minus 500 means the bookie's telling you that that's an 83% chance Hernandez is going to win. Plus 450 on Breeden says an 18% chance that Breeden will win. I will tell you right now, I do have Hernandez in a parlay with Rosa, along with 4 other legs that cash on the Bellator today. So that will be a nice little payout if we can get that far. We just got to get there. We just got to get those 2 legs. Nothing is ever promised. So we just don't want to get cocky about it. We want to just keep it moving. How you doing? Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Alex Hernandez, orthodox. Outside using footwork. Real kick heavy. Lots of feints. Low, high. Big cross. Throws, kick, leave chin in air. So he is there to be chin check. Breeden is a boxer too. Stayed on outside. Made very boring fight versus Tornado. Looks for that counter cross a lot. Big body kick. Got Drew Dober down with single leg in open mat. National wrestler in high school. Has this skill set in his back pocket if he needs it. Should just be falling into the dark holes. So also something I'll add, if Hernandez fights somebody either normally on his level or better, he doesn't really perform as good as he can, it seems. But if he is the clear-cut better fighter, he normally styles on people. I did want to add that. Mike Breeden, big leg kicks, big round kicks to body, throws big in pocket, shows different stances, goes to body, looks for check hook, good chin, good calf kicks, was eating some fast jabbing crosses, throws 2 or 3 big shots, then resets, doesn't keep up the pressure, low volume, low to medium volume. The guy he was fighting, Romero, got good takedown, but Breeden would get right back up, so he would keep exploding up. Eats a lot of shots, but able to exchange. You have to watch out in the exchange, too, because he'll cover up, but then fire a counter shot. Does not check leg kicks, has a good chin. So he tried to grapple some, but gives up easy. So he will change levels, get you against the cage, but if he doesn't get that first takedown, then he's going to give up. There you go, Noah. I like that. Let's see. Romero, nice level change for the takedown. Good scrambles if taken down. So those are the notes on Breeden, so you know I did do my due diligence. The picks, Hernandez, I'm sticking with it. Nothing really else to say. Let's see what we have next lined up. We're rolling through this nicely. I like this. We'll take this time to say I appreciate each and every person that decides to rock with me live, that catches a replay, that shares it, that likes it, that dislikes it, that subscribes, that hits the bell notification, that comments. Appreciate it all. Second week back in, and we're moving nicely. Above pace now, above the 100 subscribers. So that's good. We're going to, how you doing, keep it moving. If that means if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We will be live tomorrow for the UFC fights, doing the live play-by-play, chopping it up with you, and hoping you're having a good Saturday. We will take this time to say, hope you're having a good Friday night.
So long, man. Have a good rest.
Fuck you! Hey! Help me! Taking maybe one step more. I'll let it off to my left.
That's right, baby. Next up on the fight card, we got Jotko, Misha, Cirkunov. The best you can find Misha right now, plus 130. That says the bookie is giving you a 43.48% chance Misha's going to win. Jotko, minus 135, 57.45% chance Jotko will win. Me personally, Misha looked good on the scales. I'm going Misha. He's a bigger dude, a really good skill set. Dog play, money line, might put something on that tomorrow. Might throw a unit on that, 1 unit to win 1.3. And Misha by sub is live, plus 333. I might sprinkle that. I would like a better line on that. I would like more of like a plus 500. But I think that if he gets one takedown, he's going to slice through his guard like butter and sub him. That's just what I think. Jotko, I think his path to victory, stay on the outside, jab, jab, cross, not let him get on his hips, don't get his back against the cage, and win a decision. That, if you like that, you can bet the money line. Can he catch him? Can he knock out? I think out of all his wins, 6 of them are by KO, TKO. Decision, Jotko, plus 280 if you're going to play it. I think that's probably the way to play it. Me personally, I'm going Misha. I like that dog money. Let's go, Noah. We on the same. So next up, we got Niko Price. We got Cowboy Oliveira. Both these boys went to the university, if you know what I mean. Both these boys bust bricks and like to party.
It's all right.
They like to get up to get down. I don't need to read off on notes any of these. Y'all know how these guys fight. And also, I meant to say something in the beginning. I forgot. Shocker. But I think this card is a tale. It's a tale of two stories, a tale of two fighters in a bunch of different fights. For instance, if the Cowboy a couple fights ago, let's see, who is it? Let's see. If you motherfucker. Let's see. Give me a second. If the Niko that shows up that fought Peter Sabata, he's going to look good. But I just don't know if that's going to be it. And Niko is that dude. He comes to party. He comes for violence. Pretty good grappler. Good straights down the middle. Is dangerous anywhere. Will press the fight. And it's just we don't know which Cowboy is going to show up. If the Cowboy that fought Sabata shows up, stays on the outside, big crosses, stay disciplined, big leg kicks, just real strong, real fast twitch movement, good in the clinch, outside trips, pressure, good cardio. If that was a Cowboy, I would be looking at that Cowboy plus 168 line that the bookies are saying that there's a 37% chance that Cowboy wins. But with Price minus 167 and Price looking in hella shape on the scales, I think Price is a pretty safe pick. I think Price is going to bring the pain, probably end up getting Cowboy out of there. With that minus 167 line, that's the bookie saying there's a 62% chance that Price will win. I think that that's value. That's one of the few spots on the card that I see the line value that I think it should be more. I think it should probably be 70%, 75% Price should win this fight. So that 167, I'm not mad at it. Might throw them in the parlay when we talk about it. I'm going to be trying to give y'all parlays each week. I'm going to try to be giving you the best spots that I see. But honestly, this is not a parlay card. You got to be real careful with parlays on this card. Price inside the distance because he does have jiu-jitsu and he can knock you out plus 130. Think that might be the spot. And if you just like Cowboy, just play that plus 168 and just let it ride, baby. But Price is the play. Next up, we have co-main Kevin Holland coming in, the minus 163 favorite. That's the bookie saying there's a 62% chance he will come out the victor. Kyle Daukaus, do not mistake for the better Chris Daukaus. Plus 155 is the comeback. That is the bookie saying a 39% chance Daukaus will win. I mean, everybody knows what this is going to come down to. Can Holland stop the takedown? But with the tape study, let me tell you what I see. I seen in the open mat, Holland is horrible at defending the takedown. But if you get Holland against the cage, which Daukaus likes to get a lot of his takedowns against the cage, he has pretty good takedown defense. Black belt in jiu-jitsu, way better hands, hits way, way harder. Daukaus has a good chin. Daukaus has shit striking. I don't know if Holland can finish him. The pick's Holland for sure. Holland money line minus 163. Maybe a little degen two-fighter parlay. Price Holland, a little degen. You'll get good odds on that one for a two-fighter. But Holland by decision plus 250. But let me talk to you about this one. This one is tricky. But I might sprinkle this one. I don't sprinkle these kind of props often. But everybody's thinking Daukaus is live for the sub. Also, sub plus 700 for Daukaus. So not mad at that. But Holland by sub plus 1,200. My man is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Can it happen? if Daukaus is on top, you don't think Holland can find something? 12-1 chance? It's there. I might have to sprinkle it. The pick's Holland. It's just how he gets it done. And it's just because Daukaus' skill set is predicated with holding against the cage, trying to find takedowns from there. Holland has decent takedown defense against the cage, and he has a BJJ black belt, so probably not going to be subbed. Can it happen? Has it happened? Yes, but I don't think Daukaus is the dude. I think this is the dude that they're putting in front of Holland, so Holland gets that dub back. You know what I mean? Picks Holland. Main event, Santos Walker. Santos minus 145 on the card or on the bet line. That's the bookie saying we giving him a 59% chance of winning. Walker plus 138, 42% that Walker's going to win. This is a tough fight. This is a tough fight to call because this is a tale of two fighters. Which Santos are we going to see? We know how both guys fight. Walker's super, super, super live in the first. Super, super live. And could take an ass whooping and come back and find a way to finish you. Just like he did. Don't remember who it was. Who was it? I don't remember. He hurt him, though, and he went for the takedown instead of just... He hurt him so bad, it was Matt... No. Who was it? It's going to bother me. It was Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann hurt him to where his legs didn't even work. He got up, fell. Ryan Spann tried to come in and take him down. Walker is so dangerous. From crouching down, started throwing hammer fist and elbows, finished Spann. Pretty wild shit. Walker's super, super, super live. But Santos, his weapons when he is on with Walker that leaves his chin up in the air, suspect cardio. Santos can't go. He's shown that he can go into the later rounds. It's just those knees. Those knees are bad. Santos money line. I'm not mad at it. If you're on his side, minus 145. I think it's lined about right. 59% Santos, 42% Walker. Especially Walker in the first round. Or if you just want to play Walker by KOs plus 210. Santos by KO, TKO plus 105 right now. So that's what a lot of people are thinking. Let's see if that line is still the same. And I did fuck that up. Santos, yeah, no, plus 105. So, yeah, that's that. So the pick is going to be Santos. So let's do a little parlay action. Let's see what we're working with here. I think you build it. You start your two. Rosa. Hernandez. Gives you minus 227. Still, that right there, I mean, So let's restart. Okay, hold on. We will restart, but let's work off this a second. If we add Niko to this, makes it plus money. There we go. We add, there's no way this fight does not go decision, right? I only changed it 48 cents. I don't like that. See, I mean, it's a hard Perez. That would be it. Still that Niko is sketch. Let's do this. All right. Build off of this. I will probably lock this in. You know what? We're live. We'll go ahead and lock it in right now. Let's see what the odds are on the MyBookie. MyBookie.ag. Use code MO100, capital M, capital O. We got Alejandro Perez minus 245. We're going to click that. We're going to go down to Rosa minus 575. And we will go to, was it Hernandez? Yep, no. Rosa Hernandez Perez. Yep. So on MyBookie, that is minus 107. So go ahead, we'll throw a unit on that. Cocksucker. Okay, well, I guess let me do this. My bad. Let me refresh. Now can we? All right. Okay. Boom. The base one is set. So on MyBookie, it was minus 107. On other books, you can get minus or plus 108. All right, so let's build off that. So that's the main one. I think Andrade wins. That makes it 191. Let's see, what does that make it? Okay. Oh, that one. All right. 4. Yeah. So we add Andrade to that. Throw a half on that. Half unit. All right. So we're not going to be adding anymore. Those are the 2 parlays we added for tomorrow. But let's see, if we throw a Hail Mary together, where's the next safest spot? The next safest spot, Devonte. Hold on, let's look. What fight will go decision? Gordon's been finished. Okay. There's a minus 300 that should hit over 2.5. Bethe is old. She is on retirement. Rosa could come in and blast her. Let's not risk it. Honestly, guys, safe 4. If we're playing, if we're getting ballsy, next up, Price. Jumps it to 366. That'd be the next tier. The next tier would be, all right, this is the Hail Mary. All right. I think that could hit. Any other obvious? I think Misha's pretty obvious, but we're getting a little wild if we get 7. But it is a Hail Mary, right? Hail Mary. Plus 1709. You know what? We're going to play that Hail Mary right now. Throw a quarter unit on it. We did a unit, half unit. Now we're going to do a quarter unit. Now we're going to be done on the bets for tomorrow. All right. so let's see here. We'll go boom, 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 and boom. All right. On mybookie.ag, code MO100. That's plus 1348. 13-1. All right. All right, boys and gals. Another one up, another one down. Appreciate the people that were in the live stream rocking with your boy. A minute or an hour 10. Like to keep these around the hour, so we did a good job. Gave you the implied betting odds, what the bookies are thinking, how they're thinking, why they're thinking it. Gave you props, gave you plays, gave you 3 different tier parlays that I think should hit. I played them live right now. So if you win, we win. If I lose, you lose. You lose, I lose. But we're all going to be celebrating tomorrow, hitting a little
It's all right.
So, yeah, we got up to get down. Please, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. We will be live tomorrow for the fights. Once again, before we go, let's see what the Bellator stream is at. 9.5K. So I appreciate that. Appreciate all the people tuned in. Appreciate the people tuned in here. People that catch the replay. Appreciate you too. We will be locked in tomorrow after that. We're going to start early. We're going to get the prediction video out early next week. Had some shit going this week. That's right. Hey, I know all y'all know who UFC Gambling Addicts is. UFC GA. It's how it goes. If you don't know, now you know, brother. That right there is he's kind of in the crew, you know what I mean?
And also they're called the Peaky Blinders because they sew razor blades into the brims of their caps to use as a weapon.
3, 2, 1.
He's in the brotherhood, right? So hope everybody has a great rest of their Friday night. My time, it's 11:13 p.m. About to kick back, relax. If you could share this, it would be obliged. You can follow me on Twitter at MoScreamFightP1. Besides that, catch me right here. Hey, we gonna get them. We gonna get them, GA. Hey, that's how we do it, GA. Pinky blinders for life, son. But yeah, hey, stay up. Everybody have a great night. Until next time, don't be getting too wild. Don't be getting too crazy without your boy. Peace.